Okay, this last segment is going to be on sending your files so that you can post them in the in the discussions. You're going to post JPEGs, and I'll show you how to do this. I was correct on my last video. If you didn't watch it, I got confused on where I was saving things, and I thought it didn't work. It did work correctly. And I'm going to go through it again. So I've already saved the PDF file out that I'm going to turn in as as the homework assignment. But now I am going to go and to export. Now remember, I have my two artboards, and they're named Side 1 and Side 2. And I am exporting out the JPEGs, and you can see I've already got them. When I go to Use Artboards, All, I'm going to export, and it's going to just export the artboard without the bleed. So you won't see the bleed on this when I export. So I'm going to redo this again for those of you who didn't watch this. We don't need a really big file. I saved the quality down. The color mode, by the way, on this, we can change this to RGB because it's meant to be seen online. So go ahead and change it to RGB. That'll be absolutely fine. But the size, you can change that down to medium. Now, the one that you're turning in to me, your color model is going to be the CMYK from the print, but since this is meant for everybody to see it online, you can do this as an RGB file so that we can actually see it. And I think that was probably a possible error on my part, why it didn't want to open up in the picture viewer. So I'm going to say OK to this. And I already saved these. Notice it's saving as Project 1 side with my initials and Side 1 and Side 2 because that's what I named my artboards. So whatever your artboards are named, that's how you're going to have them come up. I'm going to go ahead and replace those. Okay, so those are actually saving as I speak right now. So what the next thing I want to do is I'm going to bring up my file folder where I saved everything, and here's my project Side 1, and there it is, and there's my Side 2. That's taking just a second to open. There that is. Okay, so it came out fine. Now what I'm going to show you is how to post this into the discussions. So mine's going to get posted right now. So I'm here, and there you can see I've been working on my Project 1. And what I'm going to do next is go into discussions, and the discussion is already open for today. So I'm going into Illustrator Project 1. Oh, I see I have some tech issues. I'll have to get in and answer that. But I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to actually post a reply. And one of the things I'm going to need to do first, though, is I'm going to have to go to Files, and I'm going to have to upload a file so I can post those. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to my folder where I have my lessons, and I'm going to pick up my two files, and I'm going to open those, and I uploaded those into my files. The next thing I need to do is I'm going back to my discussions. I'm going into my discussions, into Illustrator Project 1, and the reply that I posted didn't come up. So I'm going to go in there. And then I'm going to go to my embed image, and I'm going to go into Canvas, into my files, and actually mine's probably going to come up in course files because that's because of being the instructor, but it should be in your files. And I'm going to post both of these. Well, I can only do one at a time. And that's going to paste that in, and right next to it I'm going to embed another image, going into my Canvas files and double click it, and I've got both files now pasted in. And then I can put in that any of the text that I'd like to. And there it is. And that's how you post, how you save and post so that you can get your files in and say something about them so that everybody can look at them and can comment on them. Okay?